The Demon Core is back, baby, and more popular than ever. Long have people been interested in radioactive objects so filled with the power to kill that they may as well be magic artifacts. Hence the name Demon Core suddenly becomes a lot more mystical, especially as the object starts giving off a blue tint as radiation particles begin ionizing in the air. I mean, there are just so many videos going over its history, why it matters, how it killed people, and it's fascinating to learn stories from over half a century ago about a dangerous man-made object retold through the medium of shitposting. From Silly Billy rap battling the Demon Core to two stick figures simply lifting a screwdriver, and anime girls playing with the 14 pounds of plutonium, it's clear this magical object has made a massive impact on millions, leading to many discovering its horrific background through digital art. So, of course, if you aren't familiar with the story, I'll do a quick rundown, as it is super interesting. Although there are hundreds of channels out there who have done long, comprehensive video essays if you're more inclined to watch those. Essentially, the plutonium was initially created as the core of an atomic bomb to be dropped on Japan during World War II, although once the country surrendered there was no need of it, so the US decided to study it instead. This study led to two separate accidents in 1945 and 1946, the first of which happened as a scientist attempted to gauge how close to critical mass the core was by putting reflective material around it, only to accidentally drop a reflective tungsten carbide brick on it and receive a lethal burst of neutron radiation. However, it'd be the second incident that would receive the most attention on social media. Perhaps one of the best rundowns of this unfortunate incident is the 1 minute and 26 second summary of the time a cowboy scientist stopped the Demon Core from going critical by separating it with only a flathead screwdriver whilst giving a presentation, despite a colleague repeatedly telling him not to do so, only for their hand to slip, the two hemispheres to touch, and it to give him a lethal dose of radiation. Obviously, what draws people to this particular story is the Icarus-like fable that stems from it. Everything would have been fine if only the people messing with it didn't fly too close to the sun, or in this case, too close to a horrific death. At any rate, it's clear stories surrounding tragic accidents from man-made radioactive objects strike a chord with people, as we've seen similar interest in things like the elephant's foot or the Chernobyl disaster. Essentially, the Demon Core remains a cautionary tale today that almost feels like some sort of fable surrounding a magic artifact promising great power, only to kill the people that don't respect it. And that is likely why it appears so often in shitposting. That being said, it has since been melted down and repurposed for other projects, which is probably for the best. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.